Most people believe that becoming rich is mainly about working harder, earning more money, but the truth is far more uncomfortable. Wealth is rarely destroyed by a single large mistake. Instead, it disappears slowly through hundreds of small decisions. One of the most dangerous habits is something that feels completely normal in modern life. Choosing comfort could lead to when you consistently choose the easiest option today, you slowly trade away opportunities that could have improved your financial future tomorrow. Your brain evolved to solve survival problems, not long-term wealth problems. Thousands of years ago, immediate rewards meant survival. But in the modern financial world, that same instinct, that is why buying something today often feels far more satisfying than investing for the future. The reward is immediate, visible, and emotional, while the benefits of investing are quiet, slow, and distant. Another powerful trap is lifestyle inflation. As income grows, go even faster. Instead of using higher earnings to create freedom, many people use it to create more expensive habits. At first, these upgrades feel like progress. A nicer apartment, a newer phone, more expensive vacations. The result is a life that looks successful from the outside but feels financially fragile on the inside.
The person earns more money than ever before, yet still feels trapped in a cycle of constant expenses.
True wealth rarely looks dramatic. In fact, it often appears quiet and even boring. It grows slowly through discipline, patience, and the One of the biggest myths about wealth is that it requires complicated strategies or extraordinary intelligence. Saving money regularly may not feel exciting, but consistency transforms small actions into powerful results over time. What begins as a small amount can eventually grow into something surprisingly significant. The real power behind wealth is something many people underestimate. Time allows investments to grow, compound, and multiply beyond what effort alone could achieve. But time only works for people who start early and stay consistent. For the perfect moment often means missing the most valuable years of compounding. Another behavior that quietly keeps people poor is avoiding financial awareness. Many individuals prefer not to look closely at their bank account, but ignoring numbers does not improve them. In fact, avoidance usually allows financial problems to grow silently. Clarity creates control. When you clearly understand where your money is going, you gain the ability to change direction. This is why financially successful people often track their spending carefully, not because they are obsessed with money, but because awareness creates discipline. Another hidden barrier to wealth is comparison. In the age of social media, people constantly see us an instant success. But these images rarely show the full story. They highlight appearances while hiding the financial reality behind them. But these images rarely show the full story. They highlight appearances while hiding the financial reality behind them. When people compare themselves to these images, they often feel pressure to spend more money just to keep up. Unfortunately, trying to look rich is one of the fastest ways to stay poor. True wealth rarely needs to be displayed. It quietly grows in investments, savings, and assets that most people never notice. This quiet growth requires patience, and patience often feels uncomfortable in a world that celebrates instant gratification. But patience allows small financial advantages to accumulate into powerful momentum. Momentum is what transforms ordinary financial habits into extraordinary results. At first, progress may appear slow and almost invisible, but over time, consistency begins to reveal its true power. This is why the early years of building wealth often feel frustrating. Effort appears large while results appear small. However, persistence eventually reaches a point where growth becomes noticeable and motivating. The challenge is remaining disciplined long enough to reach that turning point. Another powerful habit of financially successful people is intentional spending. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" they ask a more important question: "Will this improve my future?" This simple shift in thinking changes the way money flows through their lives. And because investing becomes automatic, emotional spending loses its power. This simple shift in thinking changes the way money flows through their lives. Instead of relying on motivation, successful individuals rely on structure. Over time, these systems create stability and reduce financial stress. And stability provides something more valuable than luxury: peace of mind. Peace of mind allows people to think clearly and make better decisions.
Better decisions lead to better financial outcomes.
And better outcomes gradually create freedom.
Financial freedom is not about luxury cars or expensive houses.
It is about having the ability to control your time and your choices.
And the journey toward that freedom begins with small changes in daily behavior.
Choosing discipline over comfort may feel difficult at first.
I really want this, but I need to be disciplined.
But that discipline eventually becomes a habit. Habits shape your financial destiny more than occasional decisions. Every financial action is a vote for a future you are building.
Repeated votes eventually define your reality. If you consistently choose comfort, your future becomes limited.
If you choose growth, your possibilities expand.
Wealth is not created in one dramatic moment. It is built slowly through thousands of small, disciplined decisions. Those decisions eventually transform your financial identity. The real question is not how much money you earn today. The real question is what financial behavior you repeat every single day.
Because wealth is not luck and it is not magic. Wealth is simply the result of behavior repeated consistently over time.